deals with FMCG manufacturing products and we use it in daily use. Our commitment to innovation and efficiency enables us to consistently meet consumer needs. So we welcome you all. I am passing the mic to Shana.
Good afternoon everyone. I welcome all the directors for the third board meeting for the financial year 25-26. The agenda for today includes adoption of audited financial statements, review of committee reports, approval of board's report, and etc. I request each committee chairperson, the CFO and company secretary to present their respective reports. After every presentation, the floor will be open for comments and subsequently the board will take up the approvals.
The notice was being circulated to everyone. Did everyone get it?
Yes.
So since all were present, there is no requirement of leave of absence. So the next item in the agenda is to confirmation of the previous board meeting minutes. Do everyone confirm it?
Yes.
The next item is to take the record of the audit committee.
Esteemed members of the board, as a chair of the Audit Committee, I wish to report that the committee has thoroughly reviewed the audited financial statement and internal audit findings and the statutory audit report. Additionally, the committee specially met with the statutory auditors and there was no material weakness or adverse observations were noted. And the internal controls are adequate and the related party transactions are at arm's length and risk management systems are functioning effectively. Last, committee also recommends the adopt financials of audited financial statements by board.
So do everyone agree with the audit committee report given by Mr. Harish?
Yes.
So moving on to the next item, to take or record the Nomination and Remuneration Committee.
Requesting Ms. Lakshita to speak on it.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon to all the esteemed directors. I will present the key recommendations of the matters proposed to be placed before the shareholders at the upcoming annual general meeting. The committee has completed the annual performance evaluation process for the board as a whole, board committee, executive directors, independent directors. The evaluation was based on approved criteria such as governance, participation, strategic contribution, and overall effectiveness. The overall performance has been rated satisfactory and the results support all appointments and reappointments proposed for the AGM. The committee has also undertaken a review of remuneration of executive directors and the key managerial personnel. We considered multiple parameters including industry standards and benchmarking, the company's financial performance, the individual performance appraisal of each KMP. The proposed remuneration and increments are in alignment with the company's nomination and remuneration policy and are found to be reasonable and justified. We recommend these for the board's approval. Do you guys agree?
No. I request the committee to consider and increase the sitting fees for us, which we provide is a little bit low. So I just request the committee to consider the same, and with the permission of the chair, I would consider it would be good to consider.
How much is the expectation for you?
As of we are getting 15,000, and if you give 25,000, it will be better. So we are performing good. And as a directors, we contribute much. So for attending this meeting, we require 25,000.
This I alone cannot decide. Every director should give the consent for me to take it because I value every directors here. Are any directors have any comments on this, or you agree with that?
Yeah, we are agreeing with this point because he told me the valuable points, so we are agreeing with it.
CS can step in. CS can step in. You can ask the CS to step in and check for the provisions. Like Wherever there is a sitting fee, there is a restriction weight act, right? So appropriately she has to check in and come back on it. So this will obviously go to the next. Yes, you can conclude that way. So as CS,
Ms. Secretary, can you please refer to the act and let us know regarding the provisions?
So definitely, I will see the provisions and I will say in the next meeting we can discuss on it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
We are taking
you can't say next board meeting. I'll come back later on this. So you can say that to addressing him that this point is noted by the board and same will be addressed in the next board meeting. Is there anything different opinion from the other directors? If there is no different opinion, then this can be stand to the next board meeting.
Okay, I'm taking this agenda to the subsequent board meeting, and after company secretary's concerns on this, we'll decide upon this.
Thank you, Chair, for considering.
Thank you.
So moving on to the next item in the agenda, to take on the record the CSR Committee.
Requesting Ms. Geeta to present the report and speak on it.
Thank you, Chairperson. I have reviewed the company's CSR activities and expenditure for the financial year. I would like to place a few points before the board for discussion and confirmation. First, I want to confirm whether we have met the mandatory 2% CSR spending requirement. If there is any shortfall, the reasons must be clearly stated and unspent amount should be transferred as per the CSR rules. CFO, have we spent the 2% CSR?
No, ma'am. Only 1.7% has been spent till now. The balance will be spent in the next quarter.
I understand that case, but according to the law, the unspent CSR amounts cannot remain with the company. If the project is ongoing and if you face any delay in the projects, the amount must be transferred to the unspent CSR account within 30 days from the end of financial year. And if not, it has to be transferred to a Schedule 7 fund. So please make sure that it is done before placing it to the board meeting. With these points addressed, I am satisfied with the committee's review, subject to receiving the pending documents and ensuring statutory compliance. I recommend finalizing the CSR disclosures to the board's report and placing them before the shareholders at the AGM.
So do everyone agree on the CSR report? Yes. So it's been noted, and moving on to the next item in the agenda is take on the record of the Stakeholders Relationship Committee report.
Requesting Ms. Shanti to place the report before the board and ask for approvals and speak on it.
Thank you, Chairperson, for the invite. So, as a chair of Stakeholders Relationship Committee, I wish to highlight our observations this year. So, we had zero pending compliance in the scores portal and all investor queries were resolved promptly. However, we noticed a recurring pattern of informal emails from small shareholders expressing the confusion with the jargons and everything about eligibility timelines and understanding the date and all, record date and all. So, although we complied legally, the language in the communication was too technical. So, what I would address is the committee recommends that simplified communications with the FAQs so that on peak times the upcoming queries will be addressed on a robotic manner and thereby will be addressed with the real-time person. A structured help desk window with during the corporate actions, as I said earlier, and better coordination for acknowledgement of the queries. So these measures will build the transparency and trust among the shareholders. So there is a frequent action will be happening upon. So they will be having the trust on us. And also, I placed the Stakeholder Relationship Committee report before the board so that they could work on it, you could see on it and place your queries. Is there any queries regarding this? And
Yes, I do have. What about the IEPF related filings and transferring to IEPF and what are the measures we are taking for the shareholders to know about it?
With all the IEPF related filings for the year have been completed within the statutory timelines as I mentioned. So we have transferred the unclaimed dividends and the corresponding shares to the IEPF authority as required under the Rule 6 and 7 of the IEPF rules. And the company has also uploaded the statement 3 and statement 5 on our website, so on the IETF portal as well, so you can verify on that.
So it's been noted and recorded. Moving on to the next item is considering an adoption of the director's report and financial statements related annexures. The board's report has been prepared as per section 134, and the mandatory annexures, which are CSR report, secretary audit report, RTP summary, and MGT annexure have been attached, and the financial statements also been adopted. So
That MGT 9 is still there. You mentioned MGT 9, right? Is MGT 9 still there? See, it has been changed. It is still there. The condition is it is not to be given in the board report. It can be given in the website. 134 is the board resolution, no, director report content is there, right? There is no more required to give the MGT 9 in the board report. Being a public company, being a listed company, the adherence expectation from it is to be disclosed in the website, not in the board, because it's a public document. So it has to be disclosed there. Okay, if I'm saying something, it's for your knowledge. No need to inculcate there. Just go to the next item.
So the next item is considering and recommending retirement by rotation and reappointment of Mr. Advaith.
So, Chairman, I, being a brother of M. Advaith, interested director in this resolution, I'm just stepping out of the meeting.
So the director's procedure agree on the reappointment of Mr. Advaith.
Yes.
I oppose. So I oppose this reappointment of Mr. Advaith because being Vasan being the interested director, definitely there is a chance of undue gain if there is a if another interested director is again reappointed to the committee. So I would request you to please rethink on this appointment, or I would request you to check up through the vote. If everybody is agreeing with this, we can go ahead, but yes, I still oppose this. Thank you.
But Mr. Advaith being appointed as a director in a company for years, I think there has been nothing till date, and he is working as a good. His works are being done in a very elegant and fair way. Anyone else are opposing this, or is there any views on this?
No, we are okay with appointing this director.
Is in that case, if majority agrees, I would like to go with the majority.
So since everyone agrees, reappointment will be done. Next item is the confirmation of the date, time, and venue for the AGM, third AGM, and approve the draft. The AGM date will be on 30th September, and the draft AGM notice will be presented so everyone sees inside.
Confirmed that regulatory filings, disclosures, and statutory registers have been reviewed and are in order. No compliance issues remain outstanding. The status of the statutory obligation as per the company.
So it is noted. And moving on to the next item is the considering and recommending dividend on equity shares for financial year. The item is to consider and recommend dividend on equity shares for the financial year.
Dividend, so we are disclosing dividend. At least I have to be happy and louder. Huh?
milestone of performance, the finance team has proposed a dividend of rupees 25 per share. Directors
Finance scheme. There is no such word in board called as finance team. It's either audit committee or CFO recommendations.
As recommended by our CFO and the audit committee, I'm proposed to give the dividend as rupees 25 per share.
Person, I have a recommendation that as we have a number of surplus, so we can provide rupees 50 as dividend, so it will give an enhancement in the goodwill of the company and could create an impact in the stakeholders.
But we have considerably increased the 5 rupees. Last year we gave 20 rupees and now we are giving 25 rupees. We will have to save it.
Respected Chairman, as per our financial reports and as compared to our competitors, we are in good position and doing well in our business. So, as per our reserves, we can able to give up to 70 rupees of dividend. So, I recommend to give something. It will encourage our shareholders.
Being a manufacturing company, we can even have an unexpected. We are not sure every time, every day we'll gain only profit. So I think we'll have to save some for reserves also. Handing over to the CFO, she will discuss on this and we'll take this agenda to the subsequent board meeting. Seeing upon the provisions.
Dividend cannot be adjourned.
At least if you can't give 30 or 75 to the shareholders, it is feasible that we can give at least 35 to 40 rupees as a dividend, so that our shareholders are rewarded for trusting in us these many years, and investor will be rewarded with the dividend what we can.
What is your view on this?
Thank you, Chairperson. Actually, I can consider Mr. Watson's opinion that we can give for at least we can go for 40. Being a manufacturing company, the absorption, there is so many abnormal absorptions that can occur. As the Chairperson suggested, there may be some calamities or any machinery. There may be some machinery problem in the future that may occur. There should be some reserves to be maintained. So as Mr. Watson suggested, we can at least keep with 40. That is only our recommendation. I also have a person to be taken.
Requesting audit committee chair to speak on this.
As we are having a coming audit, so with some details of it, so there is very helpful.
I recommend at least 40 for this. Out of 5.
MD can step in. MD, come on.
So,
Make this in a feasible way of ending this 30-40.
hearing all your point of views, I agree with the. I think 35 would be feasible. let me insist that we go on with 35 and settle the issue. Can you guys show of hands that you are agreeing to 35?
Go for a vote. See the majority.
Yeah.
That's it.
Please show of hands for 35.
As earlier mentioned by the chairperson, last year the dividend was declared at rupees 20. Now that it has increased to rupees 25. And the audit as recommended by the audit committee chair, I would recommend that the dividend is declared at rupees 30 this year. So it would be a constant growth of rupees 10 from the previous year to this year. So if we see continuous profits in the upcoming year, we would definitely be able to increase the dividend to rupees 40 or 45 according to the shareholders' interest in the next upcoming year. So I would request all the members to accept with rupees 30 for dividend this year.
I would also like to put a point here. Even if you are considering paying dividend at rupees 30, as a member of Stakeholders Relations Committee, I would suggest also try to increase the amount of education for the stakeholders, so that at least they will be benefited in that way. If you are not giving at 40, if you are considering 30, in the place of that 10 rupees difference, we can at least try educating the stakeholders. That would also do, if possible.
It would be better if you extend the term educating the stakeholders. In what way are trying to educate them?
Yes, about like including them in the financial or any main decisions of the company. And we are already open. We are already posting all our financial and all the decisions on the website. But if you are also educating them why are we taking all these decisions for our company, that would help them to participate in the company's decisions.
If that is to happen, we have to call for a general meeting because shareholders should be present in that general meeting.
Definitely,
We have to ask with the CS for the provisions regarding this.
Sure, no problem. I'm just suggesting that we can also look at that point of view, that we have to educate our investors and stakeholders also.
Referring the provisions, it will be discussed further.
What is the dividend amount? Final recommendation of the committee.
Considering all the directors' points, I'm fixing the dividend amount as rupees 30 per share, and in the subsequent years, we are assuring you that we will pay a higher dividend.
So this is concluded at 35 per share. So next item is regarding the closure of register of members and share transfer book for the purpose of aging. So it is proposed that the register of members be closed from 26 September to 29 September, and the cut-off date will be as 25th September. So everyone agree on this? And the next item is regarding the appointment of Ms. XYZ Associate as practicing company secretary, a practicing company secretary as scrutinizers for the next third AGM.
Next, we need to appoint a scrutinizer for conducting the e-voting and voting process at the third advisory meeting. It is proposed to appoint XYZ and Associates practicing company secretaries as the scrutinizers for the AGM. Do any directors have any views on this?
As in the previous year, XYZ associates have been appointed as scrutinizers for our general meeting. It would be okay, right, if they handle the meeting well and making it very well. So again, appointing them as a scrutinizer would be, and I agree to this matter.
Everyone has seen this. We all know.
So concluded as Ms. XYZ Associate has been appointed as organizers. Moving to the next item is reviewing and taking of the quarterly compliance report under SEBI LODR regulations. So all the periodical compliance filing under SEBI LODR regulations, including the quarterly corporate governance report, shareholding pattern, statement of investor complaints, and all other applicable submissions have been duly filed with the stock exchange within the stipulated timeline. A consolidated compliance status report for the quarter is being placed before the board and for its review. So all the directors that we
So noted, and everything appears in order.
Next item is any other matter to be considered in this board.
As a managing director of the board, I would like to pitch in the brief overview of the operational report of our company for the year ended 24-25. We enhanced our distribution network, implemented automation across several functions, and optimized our cost structure. And I would like to state that all our existing plants have been working very well,
and have been providing great profit margins. And despite external market challenges, we achieved stable growth and maintained healthy profit margins. And groundwork laid this year positions as well for expansion, especially in digital initiatives and process efficiency. And I would like to put forth a new agenda to implement a new manufacturing plant in this district of Salem. It would be more efficient for our sales, and it will be a great support for the profit margin as well. So I would like to ask if everyone are okay with it.
We can take this to the next board meeting and we'll discuss upon this agenda, considering the cost and investment of opening such things.
Any other thing any directors want to say?
Requesting women director to speak on ESG or people's perspective.
I would like to highlight the importance of continuing to strengthen our ESG programs, particularly gender diversity, employee development, and health and safety initiatives, and also promoting inclusivity and leadership opportunities for women will further enhance our culture and align us with the global governance practices and expectations. I also appreciate the clarity of all the reports which was placed before the board, and especially the Stakeholder Relationship Committee. Thank you.
Chairman, I have a view on it. Taking a new plant now, as already quoted by CFO and CSR Committee, that we haven't spent the CSR rate. So it would be great that we could utilize the amount for spending CSR and contributing to the society rather than establishing a new plant. As you already mentioned, we'll take up at the next meeting and gathering all our views, we can go for we'll redecide in the next meeting that should we need a plant or not. And also the place of plant, there is a discussion to be made of that. So we'll discuss on this.
Mr. Action will note this agenda and we'll discuss on this in the next meeting.
The vote of thanks will be given by the chairman.
There being no further business, the meeting is hereby concluded. Thank you.
Thank you.